Hello, hello, hello. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Day 4. And the goddess Solstice healing. Hello. I'm a few minutes late, but I had to make sure, we're doing pleasure tonight. So I decided to have a costume change. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Happy to see you, Shayla and Tyray. Yes, love the outfit. Yes. Yes, we're talking about connecting to pleasure. Okay, so, I'm all about wearing my white and, head wraps when I want to and everything. But part of my journey has been learning to embrace all of me. So I am spiritual as I am sensual, and both of them are very important to who I am. So thank you for everybody who's been hanging out with me for the past 4 nights. This is the last night, and I know it's Christmas Eve, and a lot of people might be celebrating that. So thank you for choosing to spend a little time with me as we have been doing our winter solstice goddess healing. So just a little review for anybody who misses it. Who missed it. Hey, Mel, you've been here, I believe, every night. So yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. So solstice began December 21st. We got our superpowers that day, and we have been building on that energy. So day 1, we release karmic knots, which represent negative patterns that we are repeating in our lives. Okay, so we clear that. And then the next day, we explored fear and talked about the connection of fear to the kidneys and wintertime. And I taught you the healing sound for the kidney organ that helps to release fear. Love to hear. Yes, thank you. Yeah, I had like a 3-hour bath today, and I much needed to pick my hair out. So yes, the afro is out. My afro always makes me feel expanded. Hair definitely is energy. So we release fear using a healing sound for the kidney organ in Chinese medicine. And then last night we received a vision. Hey, chocolate antioxidant. I love that name. We received a vision for what we wanted to plant into the universe, right? We received a vision of what we wanted to manifest in 2021. And I talked about the importance of connecting our emotions to what we are visualizing for ourselves. That's the whole point behind creating vision boards and, a lot of the things people like to do for the new year. But an important aspect to not be missed is the emotional connection. So speaking of emotional connection, that also connects to what we are focusing on tonight, which is nourishing ourselves with pleasure. And also, we're going to also nourish our goal with pleasure. So as a sacred sexuality coach, pleasure has been a medicine for me. And I teach that pleasure is medicine. And many of my programs focus on specifically connecting with pleasure and doing it in your everyday life, right? A lot of times, many of us are busy, and this may have changed a bit for some people with quarantine and with COVID and things like that. But a lot of times, many of us are busy. We're running around. We're very external. We're focused on just kind of doing our to-do list and, running through what we got to do for the day. We don't often spend time to connect with our pleasure, okay? So, in slowing down and connecting to our pleasure, what you focus on expands. So the more that you slow down and become mindful and focus on pleasure, the more pleasure is going to expand in your life. And then you get to connect to those good feeling hormones, the serotonin and the dopamine and oxytocin. All of that begins to become increased when you explore different healthy ways to experience pleasure. And we actually need those happy, relaxed, blissful hormones in order to be healthy, all right? Because many of us are under stress a lot, and we're actually just kind of running on adrenaline and, other hormones and stress hormones that flood our systems on a daily basis. And I know for many people this year probably has been very stressful, and going into the next year, kind of, some things not knowing what it's going to look like has also been stressful. So connecting to your pleasure, even if the world seems like it's falling apart, even if, government is bugging out and wilding out, because government is going to always bug out and wild out. But when we connect to our pleasure, when we're present to ourself, it literally heals our body. So I'm going to teach you a practice that helps you to expand your pleasure, and it actually connects to the breast. So I'm going to talk a bit about the importance of the breast in Taoism and also in Tantra, okay? So as women, we can think of our bodies as a magnetic pole, okay? We know in general women are feminine, which is considered to be yin, which is considered to be receptive, right? So in general, women are the receptive feminine energy. However, in our bodies, we have a pole or an energy center in our body that is active. And for women, it is the breast center and the heart center. In Taoism, the breasts are actually called the wings of the heart. Okay, and when you actually bring healing energy to your breast, you bring healing energy to your heart. So if you think about a woman's body, our breasts are more external, right? Most of us usually have more breast tissue than a man, because biologically we use them to nurse babies and things like that. So our breasts stick out. So they're more yang, or they're more active. Our yoni, or our vagina, is more internal, okay? In order for us to see down there, we gotta get a mirror, and we gotta get maybe a camera phone or something like that in order to see our beautiful yoni. Our yoni is more receptive, it's more yin, okay? So in Taoism and Tantra, the breast and the heart center is considered to be the positive pole where we give from, and the yoni, our vagina, our womb, is considered to be the receptive center. So when we actually want to open up sexual energy in our yoni, we actually start with the breast first, okay? And connecting to the breast, as I mentioned, also helps to heal and connect the energy to the heart, because this is considered to be what is called in Tantra a magnetic pole, all right? So positive, you think about a magnet, there's a positive side and negative side, all right? So up here, this is the positive part of our pole, and in our yoni, this is the negative part. And men are the opposite. Most men are flat-chested. So that area is their receptive pole, okay? It's where they receive from. And their lingam, or their penis, is external. This is their positive pole, where they give from. So if you line up a man and a woman's body energetically, they're created to balance each other out, okay? So as women, we give from our breast and heart center. Men receive into their heart center. Energy flows down to their lingam or their penis, and they give from the lingam or penis into the yoni, and that energy flows up to the heart, right? So it becomes this whole cycle, this circuit of energy that flows back and forth between men and women. However, a lot of us, because of trauma, because of heartbreak, we may be shut down in our heart center. We may have, some women are self-conscious about their breast, all right? So we may have all types of different reasons that this heart center and this breast center is shut down. So in sacred sexuality, there are certain practices that we do to enliven and to energize the breast center and our heart center, because in doing that, we're expanding, our capacity to give and to nourish ourselves as women. And this energy will then result in flowing down to our yoni and our vagina. All right. So if you want to truly be full body orgasmic, then the energy cannot just stay in the genitals. The energy needs to expand throughout the entire body. And the energy is trying to go up, from the yoni, right? And there's a blockage in the heart, the energy is going to get stuck. All right. So you won't feel the depth of your orgasmic power as a woman because your heart center is shut down. And granted, a lot of us have experienced, like I said, trauma, heartbreak, all types of things that shut us down in the center. So we have practices, like I said, that help us to open them up. And the first person we want to open our heart center is, we want to open it to ourselves, right? We want to expand that energy of self-love and compassion, which all connects to the heart, to ourselves. That nurturing, right? The breasts also represent nurturing and nourishment. We want to connect that to ourselves, all right? So I'm going to teach you a practice called breast breathing. I also teach breast massage, but we do that in the paid courses. But breast massage is another wonderful way that helps women to, number one, heal their breasts and break up stagnant energy in the breasts, but it also helps to heal and to clear the heart, okay? So you're going to start. If you are sitting, you want to, well, hopefully you are sitting. I can't imagine you doing the standing. But I guess you could do the standing. But anyway, you're sitting, your feet are flat on the floor, okay? Because in Chinese medicine and Taoism, we know that we have points all over our body. So there's actually a point on the bottoms of our feet called the bubbling springs point, or kidney 1. We talked about the kidney 2 days ago. So the kidney energy is the storehouse of sexual energy. So with this bubbling spring point, kidney 1, we want to imagine we're sucking up energy from the earth, okay? The earth in Taoism is considered to be feminine, and the sky is considered to be masculine. So we want to imagine that from the bottoms of our feet, we're sucking up this earth energy, right? We're breathing it up. So you can go ahead and close your eyes and just allow yourself to connect to the chi of the earth, to that sacred, ancient, feminine earth energy. And then you are breathing up that energy through your legs. And you're breathing it up, all the way up through your torso until it reaches your heart center and your breast. Okay? All right, so we're going to do it again. And this time you're going to do it in just one smooth breath. Breathe the energy up from the earth through the legs and hold it in the breast. And as you're holding the energy, you hold your breath and imagine you are circulating this earth energy in your breast and in your heart center. And it's clearing blockages there. And then you're going to exhale. You're going to release the energy out. And imagine your heart, your breast energy expanding out. Okay? So let's do it again. Suck up the energy from the earth, that feminine energy, stable, secure, solid. Breathe it in to the heart, breast center. Hold your breath. Circulate this energy in your breast. You may even feel that sensual and sexual stimulation. And exhale. Expand it out, okay? So on the next inhale, as you're sucking up the energy from the bottoms of your feet, I also want you to squeeze your yoni, all right? Squeeze your yoni muscles so that we can purposely connect to some more pleasure, all right? So take a deep breath. Inhale. Squeeze the yoni, suck up the earth energy up into your breast, your heart center. Hold your breath. Imagine this energy is clearing out heartbreak, bitterness, resentment, heartbreak, and trauma. Hold it. And exhale. expand it out. Okay, let's do it a couple more times. Breathe in from the earth, from the bottoms of your feet. Little gentle squeeze to your yoni muscles, a little kegel. Breathe it in, breathe it up. And hold this energy in your breast. Imagine it's penetrating deeply, clearing out blockages, bitterness, resentment, anything that's blocking the flow of self-love, unforgiveness. And exhale. Expand it out. Okay, one more time. Breathing up the energy from the earth, from the bottoms of your feet. Imagine this energy traveling up the legs, kissing the yoni, up your torso. And gentle squeeze, gentle kegel. And hold it in your heart, breast center. Allow the energy to clear out blockages. And exhale. Expand the energy out. Okay. Seeing some hearts. Yes, yes. Hope y'all are enjoying this. Yes, yes. Okay. Also, want to mention, in Chinese medicine and Taoism, the color for our heart center is red. So while we're doing this, you can imagine, a red color healing, penetrating your heart. If you're familiar with the chakra system, you know that the color for the heart chakra is green. So you can imagine whatever color resonates with you. But this is a Taoist practice, so I recommend red. But if you resonate more with green, it's totally up to you. Okay? So next, we're going to breathe the energy down from the heavens. As I mentioned, the heavens represent, in Taoism, masculine energy. Okay? Earth is feminine, the heavens are masculine. So when we breathe down the energy from the heavens, we're breathing down this energy of consciousness. You can imagine we're breathing spirit and awareness, all right? The earth's energy is more about being grounded, being stable, and being well-nourished. And the heavens, is more about like enlightenment, awareness, okay? We want both. We need both. We need to feel stable and secure on the earth and in our bodies. We need to feel centered. We need to feel well nourished, but we also need consciousness and awareness and spirit. Okay. So now you're going to imagine you're breathing down the energies from the heaven. And you're going to hold it in your heart, breast center. And imagine this is clearing out blockages in the heart and in the breast. Bringing awareness, consciousness to what might be going on there. Hold it. And exhale. Release and clear it out. All right. Let's do it a few more times from the heavens. Breathe down that energy from the heavens. Enlightenment, awareness, spirit. And hold it in the heart, breast center. Gentle kegel squeeze to your yoni. Circulate this energy in your heart, breast center. Feel this, your breast like expanding, like getting big on the exhale. Right? Expanding this energy out into your spirit body. Allowing it to become full of love, right? You're exhaling the blockages out, but you're also exhaling love. You can imagine it's like a perfume, right, that you're emitting from your heart, from your body. Okay? Let's do a couple more times. Heaven. Breathe it down. And hold. Gentle squeeze to the yoni. Bring awareness, consciousness to what's happening in our heart and our breasts, our ability to give love and receive love. And exhale. Okay. So next, we're going to breathe. We're going to take a sip of air from the earth first, right? Breathing up from the bottoms of our legs to our breasts. We're not going to exhale. We're going to do another sip and bring the energy down from the heavens. All right. So it's like you're not doing a full inhale from the earth, from your feet. You're going to do like a sip in, another sip and hold it. And then we're going to exhale out. All right. So that way, now we are mixing the energies of earth and heaven. We're combining the spiritual masculine and feminine energy together and bring a balance to our heart and breast center. Okay. So let's try it. All right. Sip up some energy from the earth and sip the energy down from the heavens. Gentle squeeze to the yoni and mix heaven and earth chi in your heart and breast center. Feel more balance between your masculine and feminine self. And exhale. Expand it out. Let's do it 2 more times, mixing earth and heaven. Sip the energy from the earth. Sip the energy down from the heavens. And squeeze the yoni, hold the breath, and mix it in your heart breast center. And exhale out. Okay. So we're going to do it 1 more time. And this time on the exhale, I want you to imagine you're sending that love, that heart energy to what you want to manifest in 2021. All right. So that exhales like you're exhaling out your desires, right? Your manifestation. You're energizing it with your heart energy, with your love, with your compassion. All right. So let's do that. Sip it from the earth and sip it down from the heavens. Squeeze the yoni, hold the breath. Mix heaven and earth. Thinking about what we want to manifest in 2021 and exhale it. Fill it with our love. Imagine you're sending that energy out to your goal, right? You're sending it out to whatever resources and support that you need, and you're calling that to you, right? With your intention that it's going to come and support whatever you are desiring to manifest. So let's do that 1 more time. Sip it up from the earth and down from the heavens. Mix the heaven and earth chi in your heart breast center. And send that energy out. Okay. And just allow yourself to close your eyes. And just allow yourself to float with that energy. You just circulate it. You can also feel free to do some gentle yoni squeezes. Just some gentle waves of pleasure. Allow these gentle waves of pleasure to ripple throughout your body. Remembering that we always have the ability to connect to the pleasure in our bodies. We don't need anybody else to come. We are sexually sovereign. And we can connect to our own pleasure in our bodies at any time. Allow yourself to feel roots coming from your feet and going into the earth. Rooting yourself with that earth energy. the nourishing earth chi, which brings stability, security. And imagine that you have roots coming out of the bottoms of your feet into the earth. And you are releasing through these roots anything else that you need to let go, any other blockages, they're going into the earth to be recycled and transformed. Breathing in. And breathing out. Feel your groundedness and your rootedness. And feel your pleasure. Nourish yourself with this earth energy and your pleasure. As you continue breathing deeply in and out, I'm going to read you an excerpt from the Radiant Sutras. And the Radiant Sutras are an ancient tantric text, and they feature a conversation between the god and the goddess about the nature of the universe. So it's a beautiful interpretation. So this is Sutra 34. It says, "The air I am breathing was exhaled in ecstasy by an ancient sun. This earth I am standing on was born of cosmic fire. The blood flowing through my veins is as salty as the primordial ocean. The space permeating my body is infinite as the space all around. Above, below, to all sides, within. The elements of the universe are engaged in their ceremony of delight. This is my religion. The attraction between suns is the same as the love pulsating in my heart." Okay. Radiant Sutra 34. This is like a mini version, portable version of it, but it's actually a really, really big book. So I don't remember where I bought it. Maybe you could find it online, but it's very beautiful. It's like beautiful poetry, and it really gets to the essence of Tantra, which some people think Tantra is just about sexual intercourse, and it's really not largely the whole focus of Tantra. It's really about having an intimate connection with all of life, right? And not seeing life or our bodies or our flesh as being separate from spirit. So this is why in Tantra, sex can be a prayer. Sex can be a ritual, because everything is spirit, right? Spirit is embodied in everything in the universe. It's not like we look at the world as being just terrible and evil and devoid of spirit, and we need to run away from the world and isolate ourselves in a cave, like, you might see some ancient yogis do. They like monks, they go away. Tantra is the opposite. Tantra is like, we're going to engage in life and allow ourselves to experience spirit in everything. So in the breath, in movement, in watching how the wind blows through the trees, and looking at the ocean, right? And even uncomfortable experiences, things that may not even feel so good to us, different emotions, is all seen as holy. It doesn't deny anything, right? Everything is an opportunity to meet spirit, to more deeply connect to spirit. So yes, that is sex, but that could also be eating. It could be dancing. It could be doing yoga. It could be doing breathing exercises, movement. It could be anything, okay? So that really more so gets to the heart of Tantra. It's really about having a cosmic orgasm. You're having an orgasm with all of life. Everything is like you're open and you're sensitive to spiritual bliss, right? Which is, I believe, the nature of religion should be bliss. Okay, so thank you. Hope you enjoyed that breath breathing practice. Give me some feedback for those of you who've been hanging out and were doing it. Let me know how you felt. How did that energy feel for you? Were you able to connect to heaven and earth, to energy in your breast and your heart? Let me know how that was. And this, of course, is a practice you can continue to do on your own, and continue to, connect to your heart and connect to your breast. As women, as I mentioned, that's the center we give from. Okay. So I hope that was a good practice for you, and thank you all for hanging out, who's been hanging out these past 4 days in the solstice. Next week, I will be having a free masterclass called Nice for What? How to Go From Being a Good Note. That's the name of my book. It's called Nice for What? 3 ways that being a good girl is keeping you stuck, held back, and disconnected from your feminine power, and how to stop that issue in 2021. A long title, I know. But in this masterclass, we're gonna, for anybody who feels like they suffer from the good girl mask and persona, right? Like you were the girl that everybody, did I miss some comments? Okay, we'll continue. That was fabulous. All right, my thing wasn't scrolling up. All right, love everything and felt everything. Yay, Shayla, I'm so happy. Johar, that was fabulous, wonderful. First timer, welcome. Candy Girl Manifesting. Johar will continue. Awesome. Sorry, I was missing those comments. I needed to scroll up. So yes, definitely continue that breast breathing practice. But next week, as I mentioned, I have the masterclass, Nice for What? So for any women who feel like they were the good girl their entire life, and you have spent your life trying to fulfill everybody else's desires and be everything for everybody else and put yourself last, and you want to stop that in 2021, you want to learn to put yourself first, and you want to stop being nice and be real and be authentic, then this masterclass is for you. It's for free. It's going to be on Monday, December 28th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that masterclass will run about an hour and a half. So we're going to really go deeply into it. And because I'm all about meditation, we will be meditating on that class as well. And really getting into the vision of ourself, right? How we want to be in 2021, how we want to walk in our power. Because that's what it's really about. It's really about connecting to our authentic power and allowing ourselves to walk in that power as we move about in the world. Robert says, I need to put myself first. Yes, and that's something that we as women have a really hard time with, because especially if you have, married, or you've been married, you have a child, it's very much so expected from everybody else that you are to sacrifice yourself. And yes, as a mother, we do sacrifice, right? There's certain things we have to do. Like we carry the child in our body for 9 months. Like that's a sacrifice, right? However, we have to also learn when to say no. And we have to also learn to connect to our desires and stop doing shit that we don't want to do. Right? Stop putting ourselves on the altar to be, sacrificed for the sake of everybody else. So that's what we're going to be talking about next week. So if you're interested, sign up. The link is in my bio. Click Linktree, and it's the first link. Just click. It says Nice for What Masterclass. So sign up, and hope I will see you next week. So other than that, happy solstice, Merry Christmas, happy holidays, happy Kwanzaa, happy everything. Enjoy these next few days, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.